Let's take it back starting in the year 2000, when Hillary Clinton became the first female to hold a United States Senate seat. Now I'm sure we all have our own opinions regarding Hillary, but let's keep it short and as sweet as possible by thanking Hillary for breaking the barriers of a previously all-male Senate. Now let's move forward to June 7, 2001. President George H. Bush passed his first of many tax cut bills. This program cut taxes in a way that ultimately left the wealthy with a higher ratio of after-tax income than that of the middle class. In other words, the middle class was taxed more than the wealthy. Moving on to number 3. Former President Jimmy Carter visited Cuba on May 12, 2002. He was the first president to do so since 1959. This broke the tensions that were remaining even after the Cold War, and it symbolized a great advancement of foreign relations between the United States and improved relations with the island itself. Moving on to number 4. New Orleans was devastated by Hurricane Katrina on August 29, 2005. It hit the Gulf Coast and victimized over 1,300 people in the below-sea-level city. As the natural disaster destroyed homes and whole towns, it ultimately brought the nation together to work towards recovery, and it proved that unity is crucial in dealing with natural disasters. Number 5. October 17, 2006. The United States population reaches 300 million people. It took only 40 years to get to that phenomenal number from the 200 million that we had in 1967. This heightened the debate over the immigration controversy going on already. Reform protests broke out, especially on the West Coast, denouncing the government for the abundance of undocumented aliens living in America. Coming in at number 6, we have the stock market crash of 2008. It consisted of a housing, banking, and mortgage crisis due to greed and speculation on Wall Street, combined with rising oil prices and intense consumer debt. With a little government intervention to reverse the issue, the economy was healed, although not completely, enough to get Americans back on their feet. The H1N1 virus, or swine flu, was deemed a global pandemic by the World Health Organization, the first since the Hong Kong flu in 1967. The pandemic damaged the global and American economy as citizens changed their everyday lives out of fear. Additionally, the outbreak altered the effectiveness of the efficiency of the global health system. Number 8 occurred on April 20, 2010. The Deepwater Horizon oil rig owned by BP devastated the Gulf Coast when natural gas caused the rig's well to explode, leaking oil into the Gulf. The pollution killed marine life and angered environmentalists. It drew attention to the lack of caution big enterprises have in regards to the environment. Number 9 occurred on January 8, 2011, when U.S. politician Gabrielle Giffords was shot in the head and became a victim of one of many mass shootings within the past decade. These shootings brought great debate over whether gun control should be placed in the United States. Many believe it would inflict upon our right to bear arms. The most recent event occurred on June 26, 2015. It was a huge advancement for the LGBT community and civil rights as a whole. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled same-sex marriage legal nationwide, an issue that was settled way later than it should have been. Love is love.